I should have probably filmed a more formal opening. Hey ho, guys and gals, and hello, my friends. This is your host, Joe, Life with Yosef. This will be the last day of the February Staycation 26 Extravaganza. I guess it's number 3, outside of all the restaurant reviews and stuff. You'll see the room right after this, and we'll see what's next. I'm going to film the room here as I'm packed up and the bell guys are on their way. They provide 2 bigger trash bags here at the Riverside, which I think is a pretty good idea. And they also have these cool little bedside lights. I think that's pretty damn sharp. Well, the bathroom was nice, the shower was hot, the water pressure was good. I'm happy with this. Well, there's a fridge and a safe, but no microwave. I don't think I've ever seen a microwave in a casino property. And this is my internet, and they had the horrible coffee that a guy in the elevator yesterday when I went down to get mine, he said, boy, the coffee in the room is awful. I said, they shouldn't even call it coffee. It's a false advertising. So I'm waiting for the bell, and I'll give you a little bit more of an impression as I'm walking out and as I'm back in the pickup. So we'll see what's next. That's my bell guy right in front. He's going to do the valet as well. So Risen Star called, and dude is ready to be picked up. And I'm going to be really happy to pick him up. I love my dog. So we'll chat in a sec. We'll see what's next. Now, what's my take on the Riverside? I'm impressed with the trash bag in the room. It's old school Vegas in the sense. Well, I was in the middle of that, and people got on, and I'm not going to shame the place, right in front of people necessarily. So, as you can see, I'm at the valet and the bell. There's my bags in the cart, and my guy is run somewhere to get the locomotive. And we're going to take care of that, and I'll probably chat more in the car about my view of here. Well, I went and picked up the pup. Look how handsome he is. Ah, what a good boy. And I'm sitting, there we go, jeez with the camera. I'm sitting at Davis Camp in the South Beach day use area. And I'm going to come back to this, but this is where I am right this second. Now I'm going to finish up talking about the Riverside. Well, what's my take on the Riverside now that I'm probably not going to be interrupted every 5 seconds? It was about $92 a night, which is pretty much what you're going to pay. Now, they advertise like all these other fraudsters do. It's a $59, and then they tack on the resort fee. Now, I didn't quite understand the scam until Jake, God, I can't remember his channel, but I've talked about him. I'll link to him right here. He talked about where on his newsletter that one of the reasons the casinos do this, and a lot of other non-casino hotels, is that when you offer, okay, it's a $60 room, and you're using an outside booker like Priceline or one of the hotels.com or somebody, they take their cut based on the rack rate, not on the overall rate, adding in the bullshit charges. So I didn't realize that. So that's probably why everybody does it. Now, when I'm staying at the Hotel Apache next month for Sammy Hagar, and it's a straight up fee. So Anyway, I didn't realize that's why they did it, and that makes a lot of sense. Though I really can't imagine how many people use, you know, my sister-in-law is in the hospitality business for a major chain, and I told her once, I said, I'm never going to use these people. And the thing is that you use Priceline, and there's an issue at the property. You're not the property's customer. You're Priceline's customer, and they have your money. So I know you may save a few bucks, but that's something to think about. If anybody's going to have any type of non-consideration, you're not the customer. Priceline is the customer. Now, the Riverside is incredibly smoky. And I know, oh my God, you asshole, it's a casino. What do you expect? Well, more casinos are going to improved management of cigarette smoke on the floor, on the casino floor. You can't smoke in the restaurants. There's a lot of non-smoking rooms. You can't smoke in the hallway. You couldn't smoke at the museum, but you could smoke on the casino floor. And every time I've been in the Riverside, it's like, God almighty, and they really aren't doing a whole hell of a lot to mitigate it. Now, if that doesn't bother you, or you do smoke cigarettes, and God love you, that's not going to scare you away. But damn, every time for as long as I've been coming down here, the Riverside is just smoky. I got to say that the people, including my valet bell guy, Michael, was all very, very nice. The people, you know, I did get indifferent service, but the service at the Prime Rib was nice. Everybody I talked to at check-in or the Players Club are asking for directions. Very, very nice. So the staff down here is very, very nice. So the longer story short is, bluntly, I'm just not incredibly impressed. And if I ever take another staycation down here, down across the river, I'm not going to stay at the Riverside. And bluntly, I may stay at Harrah's, or even more bluntly, if I'm going to take a staycation, I'll probably come down here to Davis Camp. So that's going to be my review of the Riverside, Don Laughlin's Riverside in Laughlin, Clark County, Nevada.
But wait, there's more.
I drove up there to the window, the gate here at Davis Camp. I just wanted to come in and look, and they were very, very rude. Oh, you have to pay. I said, I live here. I live in Bullhead City. I just want to come in, make sure it's what I'm looking for, and I'll come back and I'll buy the yearly pass, the day pass. And they insisted that I had to purchase a temporary pass. And I said, why am I buying a temporary pass when I just told you this? So I decided, you know, I'm not going to win this one. So I drove around the building, went in and bought my $35 yearly pass. That is, it's not providing me camping, but I get unlimited access to the day use here, and also up at Hualapai Park, which is kind of southeast of Kingman, not that far. And I didn't know it was quite that nice, and they have camping there too. Now I noticed that camping's gone up to $45 a night, which, you know, it's pretty much what it is. I think they ought to give you a cut for being a resident, but I don't run the park department. Now, I went ahead and spent the $35 because I see that this is pretty much going to handle me. I could bring Jolene down here, so you know, if I need to go to the bathroom, there's not one really close. The blue doored buildings are the bathrooms, and I'm assuming the showers. And then there is a jet ski rental right here. I don't think it's the season for it yet, but nevertheless, they're here. Now, I'm unlikely to come down here in the summer. Hell, I'm not going to sit out in 120-degree heat out here. I'm not that hero anymore. But I think in the nicer weather season, like right now, it's going to be in the 70s. I think I need to come down here. I need to get off my ass. I think Dude and I'll do a little bit more walking down here than I ever do in the park. And I think it's going to be $35 well spent. And then in the warmer weather, I'll drive up to Hualapai. I'll take a look at it. You know, I stay for a day. You know, and maybe I overnight. I'll just have to have a look. So they're not open yet, but they'll be open soon. It's out of season. I filmed this after the close, but on my way out, I saw one of the park rangers, and they're sworn law enforcement. And I asked him, I said, you know, I have a day pass. Could I use the north, whatever I just said, the North Beach, or the North Beach. And he said in the winter, they're not going to hassle me. In the summer, when it's peak water ski season, then yeah, they're going to enforce that it's dry camping and not day use. But he said, you know, on a day like this where, you know, we're not going to hassle you. So that's good to know, that because that's really the spot, as you're right there, the picnic table is right there, everything is right there, and I could fit Jolene in. So I'm going to definitely, you know, there's a lot of things, this ADHD, you know, you get all happy-faced and then it just sits. So I'm hoping I find dude was just beside himself. Oh my God, he was so happy. Oh, he was a sniffing machine. So now we're going to go to the close. So I think that's going to wrap up the close of February Staycation 26 Extravaganza number 3, as well as all the other ancillary restaurant reviews and stuff. So this is, as always, Joe, your host, Life with Yosef. And oh, look at him. Look at my sweet pup. He's definitely my co-host. I love you, buddy. Oh, you sweet, I love you. Look at that tail wag. Oh, I know. He's not happy that I left him, but he got taken care of. God love you. Freya, show him favor. So thank you for watching. Enjoy your day. Peace be with you. May Freya show you favor on the hunt through her field so soft and green now and in the afterlife.
Strength and honor.
Strength and honor.
And we'll see you for the next one.